Everybody says they want to quit their job and be their own boss, but most people never do. Why? Because they love the idea of freedom more than they love the work and the sacrifice it takes to get there. There is no magic trick to escaping the 9 to 5 job. It's going to start with your mindset, your discipline level, and your ability to sacrifice and being so determined to build your life that there is probably no plan B. You have to make it up in your mind that you are leaving the rat race, period, with no turning back. So you're going to need to shift your mindset first, because if you are thinking like an employee, you will stay one. The world conditioned us to believe a job is security, but the truth is your paycheck is someone else's decision. It is not yours. It's someone else's, and they can decide whether they want to give you one or not. And as you can see, most times without notice, your paycheck could cease. You got to start thinking like a creator, like a problem solver, like someone who builds income instead of waiting for it to be hopefully given to you. And let's be real, nobody's going to hand you the blueprint. What is the blueprint exactly? A lot of people, I want to, but I don't know where to start. Ain't nobody telling us exactly how we should start. Start what? Your dream? Your passion? There is no blueprint for it. There is not a one-size-fits-all blueprint for leaving a 9 to 5 job. You will need to do your own research. You're going to need to learn on your own, learn to grow on your own, and stop waiting for permission. Because leaving a 9 to 5 job and reaching that freedom requires responsibility on your part. So now you're going to have to pick your escape lane. Most people want a business, but they stay stuck because they sit around asking that question, how do I start? Instead of taking action and figuring it out on their own. Now, we do have Google, we have YouTube, books, courses, podcasts. Literally, free game is everywhere. If you want out, start something, freelance, digital products, field inspections. Do something that you know that you would like to do. E-commerce, create content, real estate. Pick one. Just pick a lane and go all in, because waiting for someone else to spoon feed you, no indeed, that's employee energy. Entrepreneurs go find the answers. Build skills that make you money. Marketing, sales, writing, tech, real estate, once again, inspections, whatever fits you. Pick a skill that you know you will love to do and do it every day. Skills pay bills. Don't quit emotionally. Don't quit because you hate your boss. Don't want to deal with your coworkers, yada, yada, yada. Don't do all of that. Build a strategy first. Start while you're still employed. You use that job to fund your freedom. Clock in, get paid, go home, and then work on you. You need proof your idea works. If you do not gain some sort of proof for yourself that your idea works, you may find yourself in a whole heap of trouble by leaving your job emotionally. You want to make sure that it works and it can bring you steady income in while you continue to grow it. Don't be one of those that allows what you see or hear, you know what I mean, what you see someone else doing. Have you thinking that you can simply quit your job and do it too? Don't let TikTok convince you to quit your job with zero money saved and just quit on hope. Hope don't pay the bills. Hope's not going to pay your rent. Skill and commitment does. Save, sacrifice, and budget. So let's be brutally honest here, okay? You will sacrifice. You may be broke in the beginning. Friendships may change. Your comfort zone will fight you. Don't let staying in comfort beat you up, okay? You might have nights where you question everything, But that silence and peace, that moment when you realize that you don't have to clock into someone else's job, that struggle season turns into freedom. All of that worry, you realize you're not as worried as you were on that job that you were struggling on. So pick your struggle. Stack some money. Cut out unneeded luxuries. Get lean with everything. You don't need designer, you need discipline. Surround yourself with winners. Get you a winner circle. And if you don't know anyone, you just simply become your own circle. If you hang around with complainers, okay, you'll stay average. And that's the truth. And I know I just stepped on some toes, but that's okay. If you hang around with people, every time you see them, or every time they call you, and you say, how's it going? And they just start ripping into how bad things are, what's going on in their life. And they just can't seem to get ahead. And every time, well, it could be worse, I guess. Every time, same thing, same song, same dance. If you keep hanging around those people, you'll start to think like those people. If you aren't already, you will definitely stay average. Hang around people who are trying to build stuff so that you can rise up above all of that. Listen to people who already escaped and not people who are scared to try. Why would you listen to them in the first place? So now quit when you're ready. Quit when the business is making real money and not hopeful to make money, but already is. Now that's the smart move. That's when you leave and start to handle business. Freedom is not a fling. Don't treat your freedom like a fling, okay? It's a commitment. If you quit your job unprepared, being hopeful that your plans work, and if they don't, it will be over real quick for you, just like a fling. You want to make sure that you have everything under control before you make that jump and stay committed to it when you do. Sure, no one can see into the future. As I said before, no one knows just how long their business will last, but leaving your job solid and with a plan and the determination to stay committed will surely give you a fighting chance. Believe that. Build multiple streams of income. Don't just escape the job. Escape depending on one income source. You want to scale. You want to stack some income. You want to build a life where one loss won't break you. So you want to have different sources of income coming in to keep you afloat so you don't feel like that you've made the worst decision in your life when that's all you've ever thought about was getting away from that job. It's not just quitting a job. It's taking your life back. The question is, are you willing to be uncomfortable long enough to get there? Because comfort keeps you trapped. But that hunger, I'm telling you, I'm speaking from experience, that hunger will set you free. So if you want to be free from your 9-to-5 job, once again, it starts with that decision. And you need to take some relentless actions. No shortcuts, no excuses, just discipline and your desire to get away from there. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. You know I'll be bringing you back something later. In the meantime, like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you in that next video. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.